After a scary situation in the NFL last week, concussion protocols are becoming discussed once again. Here's more from local coaches and athletes and what their reactions are and how they are protecting themselves from injuries.
I mean, obviously it's a contact sport and you're going to get hit.
It's not that there's more concussions now than before, it's just there's more awareness to the issue. In less than 5 days, Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa might have suffered multiple head injuries.
I'll never be comfortable with a player getting carted off the field. Ever.
And now concussion protocols back to being a topic of discussion surrounding the sport.
You know, it was just something that was astonishing to see. You know, I've been coaching for 40 years, and I've never seen anything like it before.
But here in St. Joseph, head coaches making sure they are taking the precautions to avoid the situations like the ones recently in the NFL.
Because sometimes they feel like, okay, well, I can get back in there. I want to help my team. But those trainers are there to say, no, you come over here and sit down. And they put them through a range of tests to find out if they, if they did get a concussion or did not. So it's one of those things that having those checks and balances taken out of the players' hands and taken out of our coaches' hands is extremely important, and I think our team does a really good job of that.
And while some may be concerned about the injuries, the sport is becoming safer with the newer pads in the helmets. And with the new gear at the lower levels, these coaches and schools are at least trying to minimize these risks as much as they can.
I actually bought myself a new Speed Flex, so my brain will be protected with all the hits I take. So just having that and knowing that, like, hey, I just don't have a piece of plastic on my head is really comforting.
And many coaches do not take head injuries lightly.
It's about safety. I want to continue to coach this game. I want to continue to watch people play this game. And if we disrespect the safety piece of it, there will be no more football. So we have to make sure we pay attention to that as best possible.
And for these players, they want to be safe, but they also just want to play the sport they have grown to love.
Going out there on the field, something could happen, any play, and just going out there and just like protecting yourself and knowing when to go down and when to fight for another yard is huge.